Hi everybody, we've got a video for you today which is 5 good knots to have around your camping area. And we've done a little video like this before where I used 2 of my favourite knots, and they will be included today because they're fantastic knots to have, and people might not have seen the other video. So we're going to do 5 of the knots and a bonus at the end. So stick around for that. It's a really easy one, but it's really good to know. So let's just dive into it and we'll get started. Okay, so the first knot we're going to do is a knot in the previous video. Now, I never knew it had a name because, as far as I was aware, I'd made it up when I'd been out camping. I just found it to be a good knot to have. But what I have discovered through research is it most resembles something called a hitch knot. And I'm still going to do it the way that I normally do it. But if you do look up a hitch knot, you will see a very close resemblance, and you'll understand why I'm comparing the two, or connecting the two, should I say. So, what this knot's good for is if you're doing a ridge line and you're attaching to another tree. So make sure you've got enough length on your working side, and we're going to go over and then back round the tree. Now here, how I described it before, is you're doing half a shoelace, when you're tying up your shoe. So the first part of that is you do an over-under, or an under-over, whatever way you want to do. And you do it tight, get that bite. Now, why I say a shoelace is because you're only doing one hoop, or we'll call it a bunny ear for younger people. So create your bunny ear, your hoop, alright? You can go over or under, it doesn't really matter. We'll go under in this case, and we're going to put the hoop inside the eye here. Okay. And then pull tight, alright? And that's it. That is it. Now, what you can do to make it a little bit tighter is grab a certain side of this little hoop of your bunny ear. If you grab the wrong side, you're going to see here this is going to move and it's going to come loose, alright? So what you want to do is grab the other side and pull it, and that is tightening this little one here. You can see it, just tightens that. There you go, and that is not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, and the good thing with this is it's an easy release knot. So that one that was almost coming out before, you pull that, boom, easy release. No time at all putting it up, no time at all taking it away. That's the first easy knot to do. This knot, guys, is called the Fisherman's knot, and it's for, not exclusively, but it's for extending a piece of rope or paracord. So what we'll do is, usually on the working end that you're using, we're actually working back on ourselves. So we take it, make a hoop, and we start to turn backwards, and we're going to do it twice. We're going to do it once, keep it loose, twice, and with this little working end that you've got left, oh, I'm nearly going off screen here, I'll move over. You're going to go back through those 2 hoops that you've made, okay? And you're going to pull that tight, alright? Keep it, don't tighten it just yet, allow it to be loose. And what you're going to do is the exact same thing with this, alright? So we're going to make a hoop, right? And then work back the way. So 1, 2, and those 2 hoops are there. See them? Put that working end through. Both of them. Alright. Take the green and tighten it. Pull them together. And that is how you extend that rope. And that's a fisherman's knot. Really simple, super easy, amazing to have around the camp. If you're anything like me, the amount of times I cut a paracord, and I'm terrible for never throwing it away. So I've got bits that are this length, I've got bits that are 5 meters and 20 meters. I've got them all over the size, all over the shop, different sizes. So this is unbelievably convenient if you're anything like me. and you can make all these little bits still worth something. You don't need to throw them away. You can still put them to use and connect them all up like that. And though this does get tight, it does. It's not as easy to remove as the other knots because you don't want it to. Once you're connecting two ropes, you want it to stay together. But it is possible, you know. So that's it, guys. That's a fisherman's knot. Easy peasy. So this is going to be the tension knot. And this is what you generally use, or if you're putting up a tarp and you're needing it tight, you know, and you're wanting to be able to have the ability to tighten and loosen for whatever your needs are. Now, I will apologise that this is green and the background's green, but all my stuff's camouflage. So we'll work with what we've got. So first of all, we have tied this to the tarp, in this case the tree, with the same knot, the hitch knot example, and we are now going to come down to our tent peg here, go around the base of it and up. And with your working end, we're going to cross over it. As you cross over it, you're going to go under here, you're going to wrap it twice. So once, twice. I'm going to push them together, all right? And then I'm going to go all the way around, okay? All the way around and over. I'm going to go over this one and then back through the hoop we create. So over, going to reach through, grab the hoop, and bring it down. Okay, and we just pull that, tighten it up. Right, so you see we're a bit loose. Right, all we're going to do, push that up. There we go. And that's it. Nice and tight now. And that's not going to come down in a hurry. If you want to release it, what you have to do, the way I, kind of funny. Well, it's not really. See this part here? You almost need to push this out, okay? And then push it down. And that's how it becomes released. Because if you just try, this is the side, if you just try to pull that down, nothing's going to happen. It's not going to go because of the tension. But if you push it up like this, release a little bit of the tension, then there you have it. And that will keep your tarp up and tight and stop it flapping in the wind. Next, we're going to do the bowline knot. This allows you to create a fixed hoop that you use for a number of things, you know, hanging up things, anything you want. So, what we're going to do, working end, we're going to go round and make a hoop in the middle of the paracord or the rope. Okay. Now, to finish this off, you need to have the working end over the top. Okay. Now we're going to go through the back of the eye to start the hoop. Okay. See how it looks. Then we're going to go under and then back through the eye. Okay. Then if you want, you just pinch those two and pull. That's it tight. And then that's going to stay there at that size. Oh. That's a bowline knot. Easy peasy. Oh, I've got to stop saying easy peasy. Tell me in the comments to shut up. Next, Prusik knot. This is really handy for when you've got your ridge line up, and you want to hang things from it, you maybe want a little loop. That's what this is for. Now, first of all, you need to make one of these. You can use any knot. I've literally actually used the Fisherman's knot to do this as well. So, what we're doing is essentially going inside the hoop, okay? And then just continuing that, all right? And that's really it. So, let's do it. We're going to go up, we're going to go inside, we're going to cinch it down, like that, all right? Then we're going to do it again. But we're wanting to see where these are. When we put this round, we want to make sure that the new ones are on the inside, all right? And then we're going to do it a third time, and same again. We don't want them to loop over one another. Want them there, and then you can pull it tight. That's you got a hook, and it will move back and forward. But if you were to pull it like this, tension keeps it tight. It's not going to move. But if you release that tension, just push from side to side. There you are. A Prusik knot, and all it is essentially folding it into itself. So it's really easy to take off as well once you're finished. Well guys, thanks for sticking out till the end. Really appreciate it. That's those 5 knots done. And now we're going to move on to the bonus. I'm actually going to give you 2 bonuses because you guys are the awesome ones that stuck around to the end. Really simple, like unbelievably simple to do, but fantastic, and hardly any people know about them. So we're going to do them right now, and then I'm going to let you get on with your day. Alright guys? Alright guys, the first bonus. So what we're going to do, we're going to go really, really fast. What we have here is a ridge line. It's limp, it's rubbish, it's terrible. Let's say we can't tighten it from that side, we can't tighten it from this side. What we're going to do, we're going to use 2 sticks, and we're going to make a winch to tighten it up. So what we need to do is put it in the middle, one at the front and one at the back, parallel to each other, okay? Now we're wanting this end from the one that's in the back to come up over and over the top of this ridge line. And you need to watch this part as well, otherwise it'll fall off. So you want to pinch that there with your thumb, go over there, okay? And then you're going to start to turn. That's it. And we're going to turn. And then to lock it in position, I'm going from a plus sign, we're going to go to a multiple sign. And that's it. And that's it nice and tight now. Now, I wouldn't hang on it for my life, you know. It's a great little thing to have in your back pocket if ever you need it. Okay, you're at the end of your day. You've used all your paracord, you've practiced all your knots. How do you store your paracord? So when you throw it out, it doesn't all get tangled up. You spend half the time trying to detangle it. And what you do is you do a figure 8, right? So first of all, in between your ring and your pinky finger, pinch it. Then go round your thumb, then up, and then round your pinky, and then past your ring finger. And then rinse and repeat. And just keep doing that. That's it. And then once you've done a few just like this, you don't really need to pinch that end of the rope anymore. And there we are. And with this loose bit at the end, what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it around twice, once. But see, the second time you wrap it, don't go side by side, go over it this time. Okay? Not that way, that way. Okay? Tighten it, over once. And then coming up to the second time, what you want to do is push this underneath the one you just did. Pull tight. And the tension of that holds everything in place. And it is literally 2 loops, push through. That's it. And then when you go to pull it out, unroll it at the start, all rolls out. It doesn't make a mess. Big straight line. Easy peasy. Easy peasy again. Sorry guys.